Make sure your mic works. Could you sing Rocket Man by Elton John? Make sure that...
No, but I can say, does my mic work?
Just a little bit of Rocket Man.
I don't know
Rocket
any.
Man.
I don't know any of Rocket Man.
Welcome, Between Two Bases. Your host, Ryan Buchter. Bases. I'm here with, just do me a favor. Tell the people at home who we're here with, if you don't mind.
Tell them or just write it on?
Well, we're going to write it and we're going to slap it on there. Because quite honestly, I'm not even sure.
You know, I've been told that I write like a serial killer.
Yeah, it does look like it's pasted out of a magazine, a bunch of letters. There we go. Jonathan, up until last week, I thought you were the chef. But apparently you work for the team. Your role on this team, talk to us.
I'm the outfield coach. I help with the hitting. Unless we don't hit very well, then on that day
That's mostly
Alan Zinter.
Alan Zinter?
Yep. On
Coach
nights
Alan?
we don't hit very well, yes.
Okay.
But then I do the outfield, instruction, positioning, things of that nature.
Centerville, Iowa.
That's right.
Gosh darn it. You still live there?
I do.
Haven't moved out?
Have not.
How's your mama now?
Excellent. Excellent.
Do you guys have paved roads in Iowa?
We do 4 stoplights in my town.
Concrete?
Yep.
Not dirt?
There's some of those.
Yeah, we have a lot of those in New Jersey.
I've decided that, and this is a bit of an aside, I don't ever want to live anywhere where I wake up and in the morning news, there's a traffic report. Not interested.
Yeah, my town doesn't have that.
You don't have that?
No. My town's beautiful.
New Jersey?
Well, that's the state, yes.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Garden
State. Yeah.
I beat you to it.
Did we just become best friends?
I don't know. What's Iowa? Do you know?
So anyway, you were a head coach somewhere.
I was a coach in junior college and taught economics. Fun fact.
Economics? No way.
Way?
This is riveting stuff. You can't make this up, guys. Economics teacher. Junior college, I went there. There was no rules.
I guarantee some of your best friends in life are still from when you were in junior college. Do you have friends?
I have friends, yes, believe it or not. And I talked to none of my junior college teammates.
I wonder by whose choice that is.
Explain.
Do you choose not to talk to them, or do they choose not to talk to you?
I'm going to ask you a couple questions, see if you are, in fact, smarter than a 5th grader. In 1976, what country made a soft landing on Mars?
Nobody.
USA, baby. God bless our country. How many Great Lakes is there? And which one has the largest surface area?
Lake Michigan is the largest surface area. I think there's 5 Great Lakes.
I'm asking you. You can't ask me.
I think there's 5 Great Lakes, period.
You got that part right. Let's go with the other one.
Lake Michigan doesn't have the largest surface area?
No.
Lake Superior.
Why would they name it Superior?
If it weren't.
See that? That's critical thinking. They don't teach that in economics.
No, they don't.
How long is one term for a U.S. House of Representatives?
2 years. 6 years. 4 years. God, strike that out, because I find myself very political, and I've blown that question.
Oh, we're keeping. Which one are you going with?
So are you still asking me?
Yes, I need one.
6 years.
It's 2.
I had that right the first time. Why'd you keep going?
You are the one that did that to yourself.
Is that it?
How do you know? What if I have a bunch of stuff in the bank?
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to that question.
Tons. It's my show. Sweating. That's it. That's all we got. Jonathan Matthews, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
God, those are tiny hands. Are those real hands?
Now that's insulting. Pan out, pan out.
Hey, it's 4 o'clock somewhere.
Jose's courtroom. Grateful Dude. Don't panic. We are the backdoor school bus division. Cash me at with the silver fox. Garcia. Do a handstand. Holy I love tacos. National Geographic. Close off. In Rocky's Crown Pub. That's the sheet.
We get to start getting names about April, and we went to online signups this year for the first time. It's growing pains for sure. But the rest of the tournament signs up like the Beachcomber the old classic way, and that's always the first Saturday in May every year. And so by a little bit through May, we have most of our teams in the tournament. 500 to 600 teams every year. That's a lot of teams to put to organize, strategically on a bracket. We looked into getting in the Guinness Book of World Records a few years ago, but they want like, I don't know, tens of thousands of dollars. They fly somebody out here, they need to stay in a 5-star hotel for 3 days, and they need every perk in the world to register us as the world's largest bracket board, the world's largest softball tournament. We fit the category in about 6 ways, but we didn't feel like doing that. We're a non-profit, so we don't have that kind of money.
So Umbach said no to the world record book. But when it comes to celebrating the team names, Over the Line may have the record for the most laughs in a weekend.
The good name isn't going to help you out, except we're going to laugh about it a little bit, so maybe people will pay more attention to it. But by the time we read the names up here, I've seen the names 10 times, and they're not as funny as they were the first time. But the names that pick on the announcers do blank. They're usually out in the boonies. They're going to play on court 50 or wherever. And if they win on 50, their next game's going to be on court 1, which is a 15-minute walk. So that's what we'll do to them all day long.
Ripping the announcers may get you a long walk from court to court, but referencing a certain OTL icon's name is an even greater violation of protocol.
There's only one rule in which you can't name your team after, and that's John Wayne. There are no John Wayne names allowed in this tournament or referencing him.
We had a name years ago, John Wayne Can't Cancer, and that didn't fly. So that's where we drew the line. And then we don't like to use the F word. We'll change it to FUG or something like that, or some people be PHUK.
You have the right to shut the hell up. You're now up on 23.
People can be really creative without cussing at all. Those are my favorite names, but you know.
And sorry, but there's too much sour cream on your guys. You're next on 13.
Other than that, pretty much everything goes. Pretty much everything goes. It is at the board's discretion. There are some times where it's been a little too crazy to where we pull them out. But typically, every year there's something going on in this world in which a number of teams will name that after. We always get a kick out of that.
Big topics this year are Dean Spanos, of course.
Dean Spanos is and Dean Spanos.
Everybody's anti-Dean Spanos. If you're in San Diego as long as I am, you can't stand Dean Spanos. But then you get the classics like back when the Geico commercials had the whole so easy a caveman could do it. There was always this so simple a Raider fan could do it, and just things like that have been around for years and years and years,
Some people actually come to this tournament just to hear the names. They get a kick out of it, we get a kick out of it, and we plan on maintaining that tradition for sure.
Game 3 starter is Jacob Nix. Nix goes to the changeup and strikes out Chris Sees. Very nice way to end the top of the first inning.
And when the opportunity presents itself and I get a chance to hopefully make my debut with the Padres, I'll be able to say like, okay, I've done this before. And it won't just be super foreign and uncomfortable.
Adrian Morihone is on for the 4th. Yet another strikeout. Continues to dazzle Rangers hitters.
It helps me because when I pitch, I can visualize myself that I'm already in the major leagues because I'm pitching for my team in our ballpark. When I walk into the ballpark, it inspires me to keep working because I still want to be here the day after tomorrow.
Hudson Potts leads it off in the 5th. Potts is swinging and he lines one into center field.
Oh, it's awesome. I think going throughout the year, you're playing in the minor leagues and you're living life there, but then you come see the stadium and all that, and this is really where you want to be, and it makes you just get that little push. You go into the off season and think remembering what this is like, and just putting work to get there.
A ringing single to start the 5th for Hudson Potts. Jorge Oña pitches in, and that's a fair ball right down the line at 3rd, all the way to the left field corner. Oña showing great speed, will end up at 3rd.
This visit to San Diego is a great one because it's the city where our major league team plays. It's good to get to know and understand the city and the people for when we hopefully get here.
Fernando Tatis Jr. stands in on the right side. Fernando Tatis Jr. takes this one the other way and off the wall and right.
have been here 2 times, and every time I come in here, I just said I just want to be here as quickly as possible. You know, play for the Padres, play for all the fans, and I like the city a lot.